Hey Tiger Cubs, it's Adelaide
and Rev,
and welcome to this week's Valentine's Day episode.
Before we start, we have some announcements.
You should be taking your new COVID test this Wednesday, the 16th, and next Monday, the 21st.
Additionally, we have a 4-day weekend this week, so there will be no school this Friday and no school the following Monday. And this Thursday will be an all-day Monday schedule.
Lastly, tomorrow, the 15th, we have an earthquake drill, so be prepared. Now, as usual, we have ASV announcements to start off the show.
Hi, I'm Rose.
And I'm Silas.
And together we're
ASB Announcements!
Hey SPMS.
If you brought money, make sure to check out the quad at lunch for the Meowgnificent Valentine's Day sale. It's going to be turtly and totally amazing. Harmonicat!
But those aren't Valentine's Day themed.
They are if you add hearts to the pictures.
First off, we got our Black History Month spotlight for this week. It's Marie M. Daly.
She was a biochemist and the first African-American woman to earn a PhD in the US.
For more on her and all her accomplishments, look to the doorstep. Also, you've still got till next Thursday if your homeroom wanted to participate in making the Black History Month door tributes.
I'm excited to see her displays.
Yep, and kickball too. See you later!
Thanks, you guys!
Next up is a segment on Black History Month with Patrick.
Rosa Parks, born February 4th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. Rosa had a tough childhood because she was always sick and separated from her father. When she moved to her grandmother's, it was great. She started growing strong roots and going to school. But this does not last for long. Rosa Parks' grandmother became very ill, and she had to drop out of school to take care of her. Today, she is known for her famous stand for equal rights. She was on a Montgomery bus and was told to give up her seat, but she did not. She refused to give up her seat because of her race. Sadly, Rosa Parks died October 24, 2005. Another one of our biggest losses in the last couple of years was Kobe Bryant, people's biggest influence in the basketball community. Kobe Bryant was a carrying person. He was the founder of the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation. He was part of Make-A-Wish, Stand Up for Cancer, National Museum for African American History and Culture, and Boys and Girls Club. Everyone looked up to him because of his personality towards others and especially his famous mentality, known as Mamba mentality. On the court, he was a beast, unstoppable. This is the reason Kobe was looked upon so many as their role model. Furthermore, Kobe created his own Mamba Sports Academy for all different sports, such as volleyball and basketball. It was a great place for people to learn, get better, and have opportunities. Sadly, we lost Kobe Bryant along with his daughter Gigi, January 26, 2020, because of a helicopter crash on his way to the Mamba Academy.
Thanks!
President's Day is next Monday, the 21st, so here's Rome with a little on that.
This year, President's Day, also known as George Washington's birthday, it takes place on Monday, February 21st. This day is to commemorate all of the presidents that have taken office and served in the United States. However, Congress has never made President's Day a federal holiday. The states have the freedom to decide their own legal holidays. For example, in 2020, 13 states reported to not celebrate President's Day. These states are Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. Some companies also have President's Day sales, so if you're interested in shopping, you could take a look at the President's Day deals.
Thanks, Rome.
Up next is another PSA from our 7th graders on littering.
Hey, have you heard of that new episode of SpongeBob?
Yeah, that was
SquarePants?
crazy when he fought that guy. That was awesome. Whoa, where did all that trash come from?
Wow, we need to deal with this.
Yeah, we do need to clean this up.
you guys. That was great.
It's really important to recycle
And reuse water bottles.
Here's a returning segment, Quick Talks.
Who are you rooting for this year's Super Bowl, Rams or Bengals?
I'm rooting for the Bengals because I like the quarterback. I'm rooting for the Bengals because Anna's rooting for the Bengals, and I have no opinion whatsoever on football.
Rams.
Definitely the Rams.
Well, like Rams, but like they're not gonna win. Rams or Bengals?
Barcelona.
Bengals. The Rams.
Oh.
Here's appreciating animals and some animal puns.
Here we go again.
Knock, 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 knock.
Who's there?
A spider.
Okay, that doesn't even make any sense.
Ahoy mateys, this week is all about the Sparkle Muffin spider. This spider falls into the category of peacock spiders, so they have vibrant colours ranging from greys and browns on the thorax to orange, greens and blues on the abdomen. Blimey, these spiders grow from 4.5mm to 5.4mm and were discovered in 2014. While being discovered in 2014, these critters have an endangered status that isn't known. Crikey, these beauties can jump 10 times the sizes. With only being found in southern Australia, not much is known about these arachnids. That's all about these hip-hopping spiders, and I'll see you mates in the next one.
Hey, Adelaide.
What? You know what? Actually, don't tell me.
What do spiders eat in Paris? French fries!
These are getting worse and worse each episode.
Hey!
Moving on, we have a review on the pop album 808s and Heartbreak.
Ye's fourth studio album, 808s and Heartbreaks, was initially his most hated album, but over time it has proven to be one of his most influential and unique pieces. I think that what was weird to fans when it came out was how different it was to his prior three albums. The College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation were pretty similar to one another, and featured these pitched-up soul and R&B samples which he would rap over. I think that what people initially liked about it was how much of a fresh breath of air it was, and how it combated the bling era that in 2004, when his first album came out, people were tired of. He sort of continued the style for his next two albums, Late Registration and Graduation, which, by the way, were massive successes. After the release of Graduation, there would be massive changes that would force him to change up his style. Not only did he break up with his girlfriend, his mom died to heart conditions, so instead of making another Graduation-esque album, he turned a complete 180. He started to make pop. Using the simplicity of the 808 machine, he made beats that were a lot simpler, but he got to take that more melodic approach to how he wanted to write the album. Whether or not the credit for this album's pop approach could even be given to Ye, it is without a doubt that this album is incredibly influential. Kid Cudi has major writing credits throughout this album, so I credit a lot of this album's sound to him. I will also add that the somber tone and minimal production of this album would go on to influence a lot of modern trap and emo rap. Now, the album does actually sound a bit dated, especially songs like See You in My Nightmares, which has an absolutely atrocious Lil Wayne feature, and RoboCop, which Ye's lines about cheating have aged about as well as that one song with Mos Def from Graduation. If you know, you know. My favorite songs off of the album are Paranoid, Amazing, Say You Will, and Coldest Winter. There's so many catchy hits off this album, and I think it is one of the most defined albums in his discography.
That looks and sounds awesome.
Up next is the Weekly News Minute and Weather.
Hi, I'm Henry with this week's weather. Yay, weather, it's the best segment. This week will be much warmer with a high of 88 degrees. It's a summer week. Luckily, the Winter Olympics aren't here this year. Yay! Thanks for watching.
Tiger with the Weekly News Minute. In international news, Ukraine-Russian tensions are rising as Russian warships are moving into range of Ukraine's Black Sea coast. NATO and EU officials are trying to de-escalate the situation, though they can't seem to come to an agreement with Russia. In national news, New Jersey and Connecticut have lifted their mask mandates at schools. Multiple studies suggest that in the near future, mandate should be lifted, but it's not the right time yet. With the recent surge of Omicron raising concern about the mutation of the strain, if spreads ensues once again. And COVID news cases in the United States have gone down by 44% in the past week, but deaths around the world are continuing to go up for the fifth consecutive week, with 68,000 cases in a week internationally. I'm Tiger, and this has been the Weekly News Minute.
Thanks!
Now we have sports on the soccer team highlights and a Super Bowl special.
Welcome Tiger Cubs to this week's recap of sports. The boys soccer team had their second game last Thursday against Santa Fe and won with a score of 7-1. The girls soccer also had their game against Santa Fe on Thursday and won with a final score of 5-1. Second tournament started last week. Girls soccer.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rome. Happy birthday to you.
Lastly, the school-wide kickball tournament started last week. That's all the sports news for this week.
Home run!
Wrong sport, Bev.
I only pay attention to the halftime show anyway.
To end off our show, we have a special episode of Pet Profiles.
Thank you to Pretzel, Ollie, Lucky, Pepper, Paprika, and Bishop.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That's what makes it special.
That's all for this week's episode of Tiger Cubs.
I hope everyone has an amazing Valentine's Day.
See you next time. Bye!
Skateboarding segment.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I thought it was. Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
oh,
Yes!
oh,
Yes!
oh,
Yes!
oh my God.
It's Jake Paul. We're gonna knock out Conor McGregor tomorrow.
Hold on.
Here we go. Home of the family.
I'm gonna sound.
Guys, anything you'd like to say to the gram?
What up, Instagram Live? I'm good.
And a 2, and a 1. You're gonna get hit. 2, 3. Oh. Where?